heard the phrase, bad things happen to good people. I know I have, and it's hit home for me because this is my friend RJ, and when I was a freshman in high school, he was diagnosed with T-cell lymphoma. For those of you who may not know what that is, just remember it is very uncommon, especially in 15-year-old males, and it is a very aggressive form of lymphatic cancer. He immediately began his treatments, but unfortunately, 151 days after his diagnosis, he lost his life. As hard as it was for me to understand why God had allowed such an innocent life to be taken, especially my friend, I could only imagine what his family had to go through. Thankfully, however, because of the Ronald McDonald House in Nashville, his family was able to stay with him in his last moments of life. As you can see on the pamphlet, their mission is to keep families close. I don't know about any of you, but I know that if it were me in a hospital bed, the first person I would ask for would be anyone in my family. They make me feel the best. And I know in RJ's experience, from personal interactions with him, he said that that is what gave him the strength to move forward each day. To really understand the Ronald McDonald House in Nashville, you must understand three basic concepts: why they were started, who the Ronald McDonald House in Nashville helps, and how they are funded. My goal is to give you all of these answers. To begin, the Ronald McDonald House, which is also known as RMH, was started in 1974 by Fred Hill, who was a player for the Philadelphia Eagles. He came up with the idea because while his daughter was being treated for leukemia in a nearby children's hospital, he noticed families in similar situations who were sleeping in their cars, waiting rooms, and hallways, and having to eat complete meals from the snack machines. This is when he, with the help of others, came up with the idea for a Ronald McDonald House. He intended it for it to be a home away from home. With the help of his teammates and the local McDonald's franchisees, they established the first house in 1974. Because of efforts like these and the publicity given by McDonald's, by 1989 there were 124 houses. Our very own Ronald McDonald House in Nashville was the 143rd house to be established, and it has been open since 1991. Since its opening, the Ronald McDonald House in Nashville has helped over 11,000 families out of the 10 million total since 1974. The executive director, Ms. Liz Piercy, added that the usual length of stay in 2010 was 30 nights. She said that this was an increase from previous years, so the number totaled had gone down. When hearing this, you may assume, like I did, that they didn't help many families at all, when in reality, they still totaled about 500 families in 2010. When you hear the name Ronald McDonald House and you hear these figures, you may think, is it really a house or is it a hotel? That's what it sounds like. But it is a house, and it has 32 bedrooms, each with their own private bathroom. They can hold 4 people each, and one family gets 1 bedroom. They have a library, a dining area, a children's playroom, a teenager's hangout, a kitchen, another kitchen, and a mailbox for each room. Plus, there's always friendly staff available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The staff is so in tune with their families that while talking with Ms. Piercy, we heard someone come through the door, but we couldn't see them because of a fireplace that was blocking the view. Before they walked around the corner, she said their name, their relationship to a patient, and how long they had been there. Speaking of residents, to be eligible to stay, many things are considered. Every family is looked at individually, but they have to at least be from outside of the Davidson County area to stay in Nashville, and they have to have a critically ill child. An example given to me by Ms. Pearson was that if there are 2 families in the exact same situation, but one family has an additional child instead of just the patient, the family with the additional child would be accepted first, given that there was only 1 room. Not only did they plan to help the people who reside there, but in 2004 they expanded to create the family room at Vanderbilt Children's Hospital. Here you can see they have a kitchen that is fully stocked with snacks. They have a dining area, a seating area with a TV, a children's playroom, and a half bath. This is intended for anyone who has a sick child, regardless of if they stay at the house or not. It is to help provide for a normal family life, even when they're located at a hospital. The room is open from 9 a.m. until 9 p.m. every day. There is staff available. And with all of these functions, you may think that they are state or government funded, but they are not. Shockingly, McDonald's doesn't even hand over money. All they give is what is donated in the drop boxes at the drive-thru windows and inside. The money doesn't come from the residents either. Ms. Piercy said that in 2010 they asked for $15 a night, but unfortunately about 85% could afford to pay nothing at all. 7% could pay a partial amount on average. The waiting list was about 9 families daily, and this proves that the support comes from the community and private family grants. So remember,